Tired of putting in all the work and still ending up with a so-so harvest? You care for your plants, water them, practically talk to the soil, yet the results just aren't there. And chemicals? Forget it. Expensive, harmful, and not always effective. In this video, I'll share 5 simple ways to boost your crop yield without using a single bit of chemicals. One tip sounds like it came straight from a grandma's gardening group, but trust me, it works. Let's be real, more and more people these days want to grow their veggies and fruits without nitrates or chemicals. Why? First, for health, and second, for the taste. But organic gardening seems complicated. Compost, cover crops, mulch. Relax. You don't need to be an agronomist with 20 years of experience. Just understand the basics, put in a little effort, and your soil will reward you many times over. The first method is mulching. Simple as can be, but packed with benefits. Mulching basically means covering the soil with a layer of material that helps retain moisture, suppress weeds, and improve soil quality. Plus, mulch protects plant roots from overheating on hot days and from getting too cold on chilly nights. What materials can you use? The list is long. You can use grass clippings, leaves, as long as they're healthy, straw, wood chips, compost. Why is mulching so important? Mulch prevents moisture from evaporating from the soil. That means your plants stay hydrated even during hot weather, and you won't need to water your garden as often, saving you time and effort. It also keeps weeds at bay. Just a simple layer of straw or grass clippings creates a barrier that weeds can't push through, so you won't have to spend endless hours pulling them out. How does it look in practice? Imagine spreading mulch around your tomato plants or strawberries. Even during the summer heat, you can relax, knowing your plants are getting what they need without extra fuss. Just be sure to lay down a thick enough layer, about 2 to 3 inches, 5-7 centimeters, to block weeds but still keep the soil from overheating. Here's a myth to bust. Some people think mulching makes the soil acidic. That's not true. In fact, mulch improves soil structure, especially when the materials break down right there in your garden. The benefits are clear, and it takes very little effort. Mulching really is one of the easiest ways to boost your garden's productivity. Here's another great method: cover crops. Those green helpers many people tend to overlook. Cover crops aren't planted to harvest food, but to improve the soil. They have a unique ability to restore soil structure, enrich it with nutrients, and boost its water retention. All this helps your main crops grow faster and healthier. Which cover crops should you choose? Here are some popular options. Rye strengthens the soil and improves its texture, perfect for poor or sandy ground. Mustard, great at deterring pests and increasing nitrogen levels in the soil. Phacelia, excellent for attracting pollinators and enhancing soil quality. Alfalfa, ideal for restoring tired, depleted soil. How does it work? As cover crops grow, they take up nutrients from the soil. When you mow and till them back into the ground, those nutrients return as organic matter. This loosens the soil, making it easier for plants to absorb oxygen and moisture. Most importantly, cover crops help keep the soil's nitrogen levels balanced. Plants don't just need water and warmth, they also need the right nutrients. Cover crops act like natural fertilizers, giving your plants exactly what they need. Imagine planting mustard or rye on your plot in the fall. When you mow them down in spring, the soil will be much richer and ready for vegetables. And the best part? You won't have to rely on chemical fertilizers because cover crops do the job naturally. Many people think cover crops are only for big farms, but even on a small garden, you can use cover crops effectively. They don't take up much space, and they help you maintain healthy, chemical-free soil. Cover crops aren't just green cleaners in your garden, they're a vital ally for your plants. The third way, compost, nature's gold for your soil. Compost is one of the easiest and most accessible ways to enrich your soil without relying on chemicals. It's broken down organic matter, like plant scraps, kitchen leftovers, and fallen leaves. These materials transform into nutrient-rich soil food that improves soil structure and helps your plants grow strong and healthy. How does it work? Composting is simple. Gather organic waste, pile it into a compost bin or heap, and let it naturally decompose. What you get is a dark, crumbly substance. Pure gold for your garden. Compost is packed with nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Essential nutrients plants need to thrive. But it does more than that. It also enhances soil aeration and moisture retention, which is especially important during hot summer days. What can you compost? Here are some great ingredients for your compost pile. Fruit and vegetable scraps, leaves and grass clippings, eggshells, uncoated cardboard and paper, straw and hay. Remember, it's all about balance. Mixed greens, nitrogen-rich like grass clippings, with browns, carbon-rich like dry leaves or straw, for the best results. Why is compost so beneficial? Compost not only feeds the soil with vital nutrients, but also improves its texture. It lightens compacted soil, enhances water retention, and allows roots to breathe easier. This means your plants soak up water and nutrients more efficiently, growing healthier and more resilient. Imagine using compost in your garden year after year. Your soil becomes richer, plants grow faster, and your harvests get bigger. And the best part? You're doing it all without any chemical fertilizers. Some think composting only works in large piles. That's not true. Even a small garden or backyard can support composting with a simple bin, or by dedicating a corner to collecting scraps. Compost isn't just waste. It's a magical source of nourishment for your garden that will keep on giving for years to come. The fourth method is drip irrigation, minimal water, maximum benefit. Drip irrigation is a watering system that delivers water directly to the plant roots through tiny emitters or tubes. This targeted approach saves water by reducing evaporation and runoff. Huan Jin Shan, why does it matter? Huan, the key here is water conservation. Unlike traditional watering, which sprinkles water over the whole area, drip irrigation sends it straight to the root zone. This cuts down moisture loss, especially important during hot summer months. For plants, it's a game changer. They get just the right amount of water they need. How does it work? Hisa drip irrigation systems usually consist of hoses with small emitters that evenly distribute water along your garden beds. You connect the system to a water source, adjust the flow, and that's it. Your plants get watered efficiently, while you save time and resources. Wine Mandan. There are also automated systems that precisely control water flow, preventing both underwatering and overwatering. This helps keep plants healthy by reducing the risk of diseases caused by excess moisture. Benefits of drip irrigation. 1. Water savings. Water only where it's needed. 2. Weed reduction. Since water isn't scattered across the whole bed, weeds get less moisture and grow more slowly. 3. Consistent moisture. Plants receive a steady, even supply of water, promoting healthy growth. Imagine you've set up drip irrigation for your tomato plants. On hot days, water goes right to their roots, helping them thrive without wasting water. No water is lost, and your plants get exactly what they need. The result? A healthy, bountiful harvest. Some people think drip irrigation is complicated and hard to set up. In reality, modern drip irrigation kits are simple enough even for beginners. It's an easy solution for every gardener. Shan drip irrigation means saving resources and ensuring a healthy, abundant crop with less effort. The fifth method is crop rotation, switching crops to improve the soil. Crop rotation means planting different crops on the same piece of land over multiple seasons. This practice helps prevent soil depletion, reduces pests and diseases, and improves soil structure and nutrient levels. Why does it matter? Every plant takes certain nutrients from the soil. If you grow the same crop in the same spot year after year, the soil gradually loses its nutrients. Crop rotation solves this because different plants use and return different nutrients to the soil. This helps restore balance, boost fertility, and cut down on the need for chemical fertilizers. How does it work? The key to crop rotation is choosing the right order of plants. For example, After planting legumes which add nitrogen to the soil, it's beneficial to follow with crops that need nitrogen, like potatoes or cabbage. This not only avoids nutrient shortages, but also breaks the cycle of pests and diseases that target specific crops. Say you plant legumes on a plot, then follow with nitrogen-hungry veggies like tomatoes. After a few years, when the soil starts to lose nutrients, you plant legumes again. This cycle supplies the plants with needed nutrients and keeps the soil healthy. Benefits of crop rotation. 1. Maintains nutrient balance. Different crops demand different nutrients, so the soil doesn't get worn out. 2. Prevents pests and diseases. Rotating crops interrupts pest cycles that build up on certain plants. 3. Improves soil structure. Some plants, like legumes, help strengthen and enrich the soil. Many think crop rotation is only for large farms, but it works perfectly well on small plots or home gardens. Even with a small area, you can rotate crops and enjoy a good harvest without relying on chemical fertilizers. Crop rotation is a smart, natural way to keep soil healthy and produce high yields without harmful chemicals. Here's a fact for you. A French farmer ditched all chemicals and in just 3 years boosted his crop yield by 40%, simply by using cover crops, mulch, and drip irrigation. Meanwhile, in India, entire villages have switched to organic farming and now sell their vegetables for twice the price because they're clean. See where I'm going with this? What we're talking about isn't just some eco-trend. It's a real proven system that works, and you don't have to be an agricultural mogul to start. Right in your own backyard is enough. Mulch, cover crops, compost, drip irrigation, and friendly garden beds. It's all easy to implement and delivers real results. Thanks for sticking around until the end. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What are your favourite tips for growing more without chemicals?